Hello, my name's Felicia, welcome to my channel. Now, I need help with my air plants. I've tried everything and I can't grow them. Now, I know you're thinking, well, that is because you've got them in soil and they're air plants. The clue is in the name. And I know you're thinking I'm crazy at this point, but this is where I've got to. I don't know what else to do, so I saw somebody on YouTube put them in soil. I thought I'm going to have to try that because I don't know what else to do. So let me tell you my little story. But if you know how to grow air plants, please can you help me, because I'm really trying and it's just not, I'm not doing well. So for Valentine's Day, my husband brought me a load of air plants, probably about 10 air plants, and they were absolutely beautiful. I love them. So as you can see, I'm massively into succulents and cactus. So I bought air plants and I researched them on YouTube and thought, well, I know what to do. They need humidity, they're growing in the rainforest. Please correct me if I'm wrong with any of this information. So I thought, oh, bathroom, they'll be good in the bathroom. Plants seem to do well in my bathroom. I've got a few. So I thought, okay, even though they're a succulent, they need humidity, they do well in my bathroom. So I brought some hooks and I hung the hooks in the shower. Our shower is one of the, it's over the bath, it's not enclosed. And then I hung them on there. It looked really, really good. And I had all these visions of it all, being lovely. And this big one here was on there. And, it was going to look like, I wanted it to feel like I was showering in a rainforest. Anyway, and it was all going quite well. Now that was for Christmas, sorry, not Valentine's Day, it was for Christmas I got them. So the bathroom was darker than normal. Now normally our bathroom is incredibly light, there's a great big window in there, it's really light, really sunny, great place. But it was winter, so it was a bit darker than usual, so they weren't getting massive amounts of light. But it was winter. Anyway, all was going great. So what I was doing, and I have been doing all the time, I was watering them every second Wednesday. And to water them, again, I looked on YouTube. I was filling the sink up with water, putting them all in, and leaving them there for a couple of hours and then getting them out to dry. And then every other Wednesday, I was feeding them with this. Please, again, can you tell me if I've made a mistake? But I was spraying them with this food every other Wednesday. So one Wednesday was watering, the next Wednesday was feeding. Anyway, all was going a little bit great, kind of great, and then I realised I started to get a rot sign on one of them. And as somebody who loves succulents, I'm very aware of those rot signs. So I very quickly moved it, and then realised another one, and then realised, okay, I've got an issue here. If one's gone a little bit rotten, I've got a problem. So I moved all the plants onto my hallway dining room windowsill, which is really bright, really nice and sunny, a gorgeous, gorgeous window. Just lay them on the windowsill, look gorgeous, loved them. But I noticed that they were drying out way too quick. I thought they were getting way too dry, and I thought it was probably because the radiator had been on. So I moved them from there and I moved them dotted around the kitchen, because the kitchen's nice and bright, but it's not too sunny. That didn't seem to work. They still they were too crispy, even though I was giving them drinks, watering them and everything else, it was just all too crispy. So then I thought, okay, I'm going to move them onto we've got like a big banister in our house our flat, and really light, really airy room. It's the room I'm in now, so you can see how kind of light it is. But they all died quickly. So I came to the conclusion that they died because of the treatment they'd had in the bathroom, and rot had set in with a few of them. So I thought, okay, all right, okay. I'm really, shame I've lost them, but I know where I went wrong. They should never have been in the bathroom. I should, or the kitchen for that matter, just straight onto the banister. So for Mother's Day, I asked if I could have some more. And I got presented with this beautiful big box of about 20 air plants. Now, it all went wrong because I only have 5 here. and I put them on the banister. It's light, it's airy. I made sure the root end was kind of hanging over the banister, so there was plenty of air. I was doing my watering every second week, feeding, you know, the way I just said. And they just crisped up. They didn't rot this time. They just crisped up. And I don't know why. There's loads of ventilation in this flat. I've always got windows open, loads of light. I just don't know what went wrong. And if you look here, you can see on this one, well, I don't know how easy you can see it really, but it's kind of doing the same thing. It's sort of crispy. Right, so in my desperation, I went on YouTube, and I don't know if you watch Laura Loves Succulents, but I just love the lady. And she does things, and I always think, oh, you know, like I should just chop a head off a lovely plant or whatever. And I'm always like, ooh, but then I tend to find I've now got a little bit, you know, happy with chopping heads off and popping them into soil again, and they re-root, and it's really good. So anyway, she had got fed up with her air plants, and she put them into soil, and they had rooted. Now, I'm well aware that she's in California, I'm in London, so, you know, I'm obviously nowhere near the same environment. But she put hers into soil, and they rooted. Now, I know I can hear the craziness of that. They are called air plants for a reason. But I've done it because I don't know what else to do. Now, I haven't pulled them out to see if there's roots, because I don't like doing that. I don't think they're looking any better, so I'm not so sure that they would have rooted. And they've only been in there a few weeks, so I wouldn't really expect them to. So I really don't know what to do. So let me just show you them. So obviously this is my what's this called? Beads of pearls. Beads of pearls? Pearls of beads? String of pearls, that's what it's called, string of pearls. It is a bit dry and a bit unhappy. I'm struggling a bit with this one as well, to be honest, but that's a conversation for another day. Yeah, that's a conversation for another day. This has got to be the saddest looking pot on it, look at it. Anyway, so I've got them in there. Now, so these, I don't know what these are called. I just got a mix of air plants, and I've put them in the soil, you know, and I'm watering them the way I would water the plant. So at the moment they're probably getting watered every couple of weeks. I don't know what to do. And then I've got this one here. It's not very big. Behind it is a baby. One of the aloes put out a lovely baby. So I don't know how clearly you can work out that. So there's that one. And then there's this big one. Now this big one, here, that is from the original lot that I got, that I put into the bathroom and watted. This is from that original lot, so it has survived from, you know, the beginning. I am wondering, is it because we just come through the winter and we're just going into spring in the UK now? You know, and as all plants look a bit, they don't always look so great during the winter. So could it be that I just got to get into spring and everything will be okay? I don't know. But I really need some help, because I don't have anywhere else to go after this. If they don't work in the soil, which doesn't make any sense to me why they would work in the soil, doesn't seem very logical why it would work when they don't need roots. They're okay with just getting water from the rain. So don't understand why they're going to put out roots. Doesn't make any sense to me. But it was my last ditch attempt, because I didn't know what else to do. If I'd left them where they were on the banister, then it wouldn't have been good. They would have gone the way the others went. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. So can you please give me any advice on what to do? Am I watering them wrong? Shouldn't I be feeding them with this thing? I just got this online. Now, normally all my plants are fed with tomato food. All fed with tomato food. But I thought I would go more, you know, I would get this to try and help my problem. So can you please help me if you know anything about air plants? And please don't give me a hard time because I put them in the soil, because that was just desperation. And I know that sounds crazy. Or, if not, maybe I'm not crazy. Maybe I'm not. Maybe you've put them in the soil and it's worked. Please be aware I'm in London. So, you know, they can stay indoors when I move, which hopefully won't be long now, and I'm going to have a garden, which is the whole point of this channel. They can go out in the garden if need be. Whatever you tell me to do, I'll do it, because I really don't know what else to do. So I would really appreciate some help. Thank you very much for watching. Please help me in comments. I'm on Instagram and Twitter as well, if you want to pop over there. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.